I discovered my mother-in-law knew what my husband whispered to me in our locked bedroom because someone inside our family was feeding her every private detail. Instead of confronting anyone, I invented one irresistible lie and handed a different version to each possible suspect. 48 hours later, Victoria blasted the exact fake secret across Facebook and threatened us with a lawyer. She thought she had humiliated me again, but she had actually signed her name beneath the evidence that would destroy her spy network. Before we begin, dear friends, please help me. Your subscription is very valuable to me. Please subscribe to the channel for more stories like this. 3 months earlier, Liam and I were sitting on our bedroom floor surrounded by cardboard boxes, invoices, and 2 cold cups of coffee. We had finally done it. After 7 years of saving, we were preparing to buy a new home outside Columbus, Ohio, while launching an online home organization business called Alder and Pine. Liam drove a 6-year-old silver Lexus ES with 82,000 miles on it. But quietly, we had built something substantial. Our joint savings account held $146,800. Our business account held another $72,450. And the first quarter projections for Alder and Pine showed potential revenue of $310,000 if our supplier contracts closed on schedule. We told almost nobody. Liam's mother, Victoria, had a strange relationship with information. She didn't simply remember things. She weaponized them. If you told her your salary, she mentioned it at Thanksgiving. If you admitted your marriage was struggling, somehow 3 cousins knew before Sunday. If you bought something expensive, she found the receipt price online and posted a passive-aggressive comment about people living beyond their means. So Liam and I made a rule. Our house purchase, financing, supplier negotiations, and launch date stayed private until everything was signed. One Tuesday night, Liam closed our bedroom door and lowered his voice. The seller countered at $412,000, he said. I remember the smell of his cedar wood shaving cream and the faint hum of our ceiling fan. I looked at the email on his phone. $412,000 is still fair, I said. But we don't tell anyone until inspection. Especially Mom. I laughed. Especially your mom. Nobody else was in the house. The next morning, at 9:17, my phone buzzed. Victoria had posted on Facebook. Some young couples should learn that a $412,000 house doesn't make them successful. Debt wearing granite countertops is still debt. I stared at the screen. My coffee stopped halfway to my mouth. There were 11 laughing reactions. Bailey, Liam's younger sister, had commented first. Some people need to impress strangers. Then Victoria replied. Wait until they learn what property taxes cost. I read the post twice. Then a third time. Liam came into the kitchen, saw my face, and asked what happened. I handed him the phone. He went completely silent. Emma, he whispered, how does she know the exact number? That was the moment the mystery began. At first, Liam blamed coincidence. Maybe Victoria had guessed. Maybe she had overheard something weeks earlier. I wanted to believe that too. Then it happened again. On Thursday evening, Liam and I discussed changing payment processors for Alder and Pine. Our current provider charged 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. A competing company had offered us 2.4% if monthly sales exceeded $50,000. It wasn't glamorous information. It wasn't something anyone could guess. Yet Friday afternoon, Victoria posted again. Imagine building a business when you're already panicking over 0.5% in processing fees. This time, my stomach didn't drop. Something colder happened. I opened a spreadsheet. Date. Private conversation. Who could possibly know? Victoria's post. Exact wording. I documented everything. Over the next 3 weeks, the pattern became impossible to dismiss. We discussed delaying our product launch until October. Victoria joked online about certain entrepreneurs who can't even meet their own launch dates. We privately considered borrowing $38,000 against a business credit line for inventory. Victoria told Liam's aunt that we were already drowning in borrowed money. Then came the detail that frightened me. One night, lying in bed, Liam told me the alarm code for the small warehouse we planned to lease. The next afternoon, Victoria texted him. 2,468? Seriously, Liam? Even a child could guess that. Liam stared at the message until his face turned gray. We changed the code immediately. Then we searched the bedroom. We checked smoke detectors, outlets, lamps, chargers, vents, even the underside of our dresser. Nothing. Liam wanted to call Victoria. I stopped him. If we confront her now, she'll deny everything. Then what do? We make whoever is talking prove it. There were only 3 realistic possibilities. Bailey, Liam's cousin Noah, and Liam's uncle, Richard. Each had recently visited our house. Each regularly spoke with Victoria. And each had been trusted with fragments of information. So I designed 3 fake secrets. To Noah, I casually mentioned that we were considering moving our business inventory to a warehouse in Dayton. To Richard, Liam said we had received an investment offer from a retired executive named Charles Bennett. Neither statement was true. Then I invited Bailey for coffee. She arrived wearing a $1,280 Saint Laurent handbag and Victoria's favorite vanilla amber perfume. Halfway through her second latte, I lowered my voice. Please don't tell anyone this. Her eyes sharpened immediately. I told her Liam was secretly negotiating to purchase a 2-acre plot on Willow Creek Road for $96,000. Then I added one more detail. His Lexus was supposedly going to an online auction Monday. Bailey leaned closer. Why? We need liquidity. That was false too. She promised me she wouldn't say a word. I smiled. Now all I had to do was wait. I didn't tell Liam which version Bailey received until she left. I wanted the test clean, with no accidental hints and no confrontation. He looked uneasy when I explained it, but then nodded. We both understood the stakes. 2 mornings later, Victoria gave us everything we needed. At 8:06, Liam received an email from an attorney representing his mother. The letter accused him of preparing to purchase property on Willow Creek Road while supposedly concealing assets that Victoria claimed were connected to an old family loan. There was no family loan. There was no land purchase. And then Victoria made her biggest mistake. At 8:41, she posted publicly. Funny how people sell their Lexus and scrape together cash for a $96,000 piece of dirt, then pretend they're successful. I took screenshots immediately. URLs. Timestamps. Comments. Everything. Noah's fake warehouse story never appeared. Richard's fictional investor never appeared. Only Bailey's story surfaced. Liam looked physically sick. My own sister. I closed the laptop. Don't call her. That afternoon, we met attorney Rachel Mercer in a conference room downtown. I brought a binder containing 43 pages of screenshots, text messages, emails, account records, and a timeline of every leaked detail. Rachel studied it. She explained that humiliating gossip alone did not automatically guarantee a restraining order or criminal case. We needed to document any harassment, threats, unauthorized account access, or attempts to interfere with our business, and let the authorities determine what laws applied. So we did exactly that. We changed every password. Enabled hardware security keys. Removed Bailey from shared family accounts. Changed warehouse credentials. Locked our credit reports. Then we sent preservation notices demanding that relevant messages and electronic records not be deleted. The reaction was immediate. Victoria called 17 times. Bailey called 9. We answered none. 3 days later, Rachel arranged a formal meeting. Victoria arrived wearing a cream Chanel jacket and the expression of someone expecting an apology. Bailey sat beside her. Liam placed my binder on the table. Victoria smirked. Is this supposed to frighten me? I slid 3 pages forward. 3 fake secrets. 3 suspects. 1 leak. Then I showed her the screenshot containing Willow Creek Road, the $96,000 price, and the Lexus auction. Bailey's face emptied. Victoria stopped smiling. The property doesn't exist, I said. The auction doesn't exist either. Silence. You weren't spying on our success. You were consuming information we deliberately manufactured. Liam turned toward Bailey. You chose Mom's entertainment over our marriage, privacy, and business. Bailey started crying. Victoria blamed me. Then Rachel calmly explained that further contact, threats, impersonation, account intrusion, or business interference would be documented and addressed through the appropriate legal process. Where legally justified, we would seek protective orders and other remedies. Liam stood. This is the last private conversation either of you will ever receive from me. Months later, our business launched without them. We bought a peaceful home with maple trees and a sunlit kitchen. The silence felt luxurious. Not because we had destroyed a family. Because we had finally protected ours. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this. Let me know in the comments what you would have done.